Hey, so here's a quick little video about how to not only lead a warband and what you need to do, but what you should look at and think about when you're adding to a warband to put a warband together. So here we have level 15. When you click on it, you see that there are tier 3, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 4, which means that if you are a keep 22 or so, 21, 20, 19, 18, if you have giants and you have hell cannons, you can send really good marches and you can add to a warband really well, but you are going to take a tier debuff against the T4s. Now, if you have other people adding to, you'll have other people adding to the warband that have T4s, they will help out. But here's what you need to look at if you're going to start the warband. You need to make sure when you add your you need to make sure you add your warlords. I will suggest personally adding Skull Taker because you get the warband combat bonus, and if you're adding the hounds, the corn hounds, then you can get the corn melee damage bonus. I would personally take those two on him, but when you have options, I would focus more on armor and health over DPS. And the next one I would choose is I would choose Lord of Change, because you can use the Zeech health bonus and you can use the Chaos Warriors of Zeech, which they make incredible tanks because they also supply a lot of DPS along with being extremely good tanks. Now, if you don't have Lord of Change or you don't have Zeech Chaos Warriors, then you could take the Mammoth, and if you have a third spot open, you could also take unmounted the mounted exalted hero, because he also has a undivided health bonus. So if you do the 3 with Skull Taker, I would do the undivided health bonus and I would not do the range damage. I would skip over the melee attack bonuses. I would only focus on the health bonus and I would focus on the undivided armor bonus. Now if you only have two spots, then I would probably do the mounted exalted and do the undivided armor bonus along with Skull Taker for the warband combat bonus. Now once you add in your warlords, then you add your troops accordingly. Now if you're adding to a warband, if you're leading a warband, put out there what you're sending, put out what you need. Tell them you need tell them that you're sending undivided and corn and Zeech, and they can go in and look at the warlords and decide for themselves too. Now here's the important part, is everyone needs to share in the tanks. So if everyone just sends T4 DPS, then they're going to lose a lot of T4 troops. If one person just sends, if you have one keep that doesn't have any T4 units, but they want to join in on the warband, and they send their T3 giants and their T3 hell cannons, their giants are going to get wiped out because there's no other T3 units to share in the damage. So everyone should add T3 giants or T3 Chaos Warriors of Zeech. Everyone should add about 20 to 25% of their own march as T3 DPS if you're attacking with multiple T3 keeps. Multiple keeps that are 21, 20, 18, 19 levels, because they don't have the T4 units, so they will get slaughtered on T3. And like I said, if you're adding to the warband, go in and look at what warlords they're using. Go in, click on warband, look at the warlords they're using. We have an undivided armor bonus. We have Zeech armor bonus, March combat bonus. We also have the warband combat bonus. Now what you can do also is ask what bonuses the person leading the warband, what bonuses did they take? Say, hey, did you take the undivided armor bonus, or did you take the Zeech armor bonus? which one did you take? Because if he took just one of those, if he took, say, Zeech armor bonus and not the undivided, then you're not going to want to send all Chaos Warriors of Zeech because you're not going to have the bonus for them. So that's extremely important. It's very important to communicate when you're not only leading the warband, but when you're adding to the warband. Because I was looking at one of our war reports yesterday, and because most people were adding only T4 units, we had one guy who added his T3 units because that's all he had, and he lost 183,000 giants because there wasn't any communication on that march for what was needed. Had everybody sent 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 giants along with the DPS, then everyone would have shared in that, and not one person would have had such a huge bill. But that's it. That's about all there is for a warband. Happy hunting.